Well, Guybrush Threepwood, you do turn up in the strangest places.
Hi, Elaine. Do you think you could help me out?
How did you get into this mess?
It's kind of a long story.
That's okay. I've got time.
Well, it all started on Scab Island. Some of my admiring fans had pressured me into telling my LeChuck evaporating story once again. Hey, you guys get out of here.
Deep in the Caribbean, Scab Island.
So I bust into the church and say, "Now you're in for it, you bilious bag of barnacle bait." And then LeChuck cries, "Guybrush, have mercy! I can't take it anymore!"
I think I know how he must have felt.
Yeah, if I hear this story one more time, I'm gonna be crying myself.
Don't you have any new stories?
Well, actually, that's why I'm here on Scab Island. I'm on a whole new adventure.
Growing a mustache?
No, bigger than that.
A beard?
No, I'm in search of treasure. The biggest treasure of them all. A treasure so valuable and so well hidden that it haunts the dreams of every pirate on the seas.
You mean
Big whoop?
None other.
Then why'd you come here? There's no treasure on Scab Island.
Well, I didn't know that before. Now I'm trying to charter a ship and look someplace else. When I return, I'll have riches galore and a whole new story.
Or you'll have died trying.
either way, we won't have to hear about LeChuck anymore.
Ha! Those guys wouldn't know a good story even if they paid $50 for it. When I find Big Whoop, I'll become a legend among pirates for generations to come. I can only charter a ship and get off this stinking island. Welcome to Woodtick, no treasure hunting zone. Welcome to Woodtick, no treasure hunting zone. Oops, I think I broke the sign. This may be a lot of money, but it's nothing compared to how rich I'll be when I find Big Whoop. I think I'm pretty well prepared financially for now. I should be set for the whole trip with this. This should be plenty of money to charter a ship. Look at all this. I've got enough to buy my own ship in 5 different currencies. I'll be traveling first class on this treasure hunt.
Where do you think you're going, Fancy Pants? You ain't from these parts, are you? This is a toll bridge. You gotta pay.
I don't pay for nothing. I'm a pirate.
Tough guy, huh?
Help! Please!
Scream as loud as you want. There's no police on Scab Island.
Then who eats the donuts and roughs up the transients?
I roughs up what needs roughing up on this island. Hey, you're loaded. This is my lucky night. Remember, wherever you go, on sea or on land, you can't ever hide from Largo LeGrand.
Tough town. I guess I should have got those traveler's checks.
Yeah?
What's the problem with that Largo guy?
He really goes against my grain. I'd like to make an end table out of him, but I don't have the guts. With all my tools, I'm still unable to create the one thing that could do this island some good.
Like an all-night tattoo parlor?
No. Like a voodoo doll of Largo LeGrand.
Oh. Nice apron. Are you some sort of chef?
No. I'm a woodsmith, which gives one of us an excuse for dressing funny.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
A woodchuck could chuck no amount of wood since a woodchuck can't chuck wood.
But if a woodchuck could chuck and would chuck some amount of wood, what amount of wood would a woodchuck chuck?
Even if a woodchuck could chuck wood, and even if a woodchuck would chuck wood, should a woodchuck chuck wood?
A woodchuck should chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood, as long as a woodchuck would chuck wood.
Oh, shut up.
I'd like to look around a bit.
Sure thing. Oh, no you don't. I need all of them. Get your hands away from there. It's not a toy.
Oh boy, it's Buzzsaw Girl.
No one touches her but me.
Oh boy, it's Buzzsaw Girl.
No one touches her but me. Oh, no you don't. No one touches her but me. Hey, don't touch that! No one touches her but me.
Hello?
Excuse me.
Oh, yes. Hi there. Can I help you?
Hi, I'm Guybrush Threepwood, LeChuck busting stud.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Hi, I'm Guybrush. Who are you?
Wally. Wally B. Feed. At your service.
I have some questions about Scab Island.
Why? Thinking about moving here?
Where's the governor's mansion?
There is no governor on Scab. This is an anarchist cooperative of pirates, cutthroats, and other criminals. A haven for roughnecks and rebels like me. The only authority on this island is that bully Largo.
You know anything about this Largo guy?
He's just the local hood, shakes down everybody in town. Nobody comes or goes from Scab because Largo makes them pay through the nose.
Yeah, tell me about it. How can I get off this island as soon as possible?
Good luck. With the sailing embargo Largo's imposed on Scab, it's hard to get anywhere. Which doesn't help my business, let me tell you.
I'm looking for some room and board.
Well, I hear there's a new chef down at the Bloody Lip. And the Swamp Rot Inn has all the comforts of the sea. But I think Largo's booked the whole thing.
Thanks for the lowdown.
Any time.
Do you know anything about Big Whoop?
Uh-oh, who sent you here? I should warn you, I'm heavily armed.
Nobody sent me. I'm freelance.
You better not try for my files. All my research on Big Whoop is in there.
Are you looking for Big Whoop too?
Well, I haven't really been able to find out much hard information. What do you know about it?
I know I'm looking for it, and that's about it.
You mean you never heard of the 4 men who buried it?
No. Tell me all about it.
Well, all anyone knows for sure is that there was a shipwreck. The merchant vessel Elaine went down in a terrible storm.
Elaine?
Only 4 crew members survived. They washed up on a remote deserted island. Some say its name was Inky Island, but I don't believe that.
Well, why don't you believe it?
Because there's no such island. Anyway, that's where they supposedly found Big Whoop.
But what is Big Whoop?
Whatever it was so wonderful, or so horrible, that they never wanted anyone else to find it. So, they took the map they made of the island and split it up among the 4 of them, and they all went their separate ways.
Wow. That's some story.
Of course, it could just be an old legend, but if I could just see the map of that island, I bet I could recognize the shape of the land and track it down myself.
What exactly do you do here?
I'm a cartographer.
You do open heart surgery in here?
No. I'm the map-making sort of cartographer.
Oh. What kind of maps do you make?
Every kind a pirate could need. My eyes have seen the whole world, and there's not a part of it I haven't put down on paper. Maps are very, very important.
Not to me. I don't travel.
That's even better. With good maps, you can see the whole world without leaving your living room.
You know, I could just sit and talk about maps all day.
Hey, me too.
Is that all you do? Make maps?
Well, I do some restoration work too. I paste them together, recopy them, paint little cupids in the corners, you know, artsy-fartsy stuff. Maps are very, very important.
Actually, I prefer to just stop and ask directions.
That's what Magellan thought. Ha ha ha! Sorry, cartographer joke.
Is longitude the sideways one, or is that latitude? I can never remember which is which.
It's so cute when you lay people try to understand geography. I could try to explain it, but it would probably just go over your head.
Would you mind if I just looked around?
No, be my guest.
What do you know about Largo Legrand?
I don't know anything about cargo or contraband. I'm clean.
Who are you?
Sure, Sonny, I can get out stew. That's easy. I can also extract grog, spit, and swamp mud. That's because I'm Mad Marty. I'm mad about getting your clothes the cleanest they can be.
I got a laundry type question.
Shoot.
Would you be able to get out ketchup?
Get out? Catch up? What do you want me to do?
Nothing. I got a laundry type question.
Shoot.
Do you do alterations here?
Alterations? You mean change the numbers on your food stamps? You got some nerve.
I'm sorry. I got a laundry type question.
Shoot.
Actually, nothing. I don't care about clean clothes.
No, I don't have wheat loaves.
I didn't think you would. I'd like to pick up some clothes.
You have your claim ticket, Sonny?
I must have left it in my other pants.
Why'd you trade it for chocolate-covered ants?
I'd like to pick up some clothes.
You have your claim ticket, Sonny?
It was stolen.
Taking it bowling was a dumb thing to do.
I'd like to pick up some clothes.
You have your claim ticket, Sonny?
I dropped it in my grog and it melted.
Log welted it? Well, now that is a good excuse, but I can't give you your clothes without a claim ticket.
I'd like to pick up some clothes.
You have your claim ticket, Sonny?
Mom threw it out when she cleaned my room.
What? You beat your mom with a broom? You should treat her better than that.
I'd like to pick up some clothes.
You have your claim ticket, Sonny?
I lost it while being keel hauled.
Your dog got mauled? What does that have to do with a claim ticket?
Oh, never mind. I'd like to pick up some clothes.
You have your claim ticket, Sonny?
No, I don't have my claim ticket.
You don't have to shout at me. I can hear you. But I can't give you your clothes without a claim ticket.
Oops, I thought I wanted to talk to you, but I don't.
Hey, leave that alone.
Sorry, is this your bucket?
Well, no.
So you won't mind if I take it?
I guess not.
It's just a bucket. It's just a bucket. It's blank. It's just a bucket. It's blank. It's just a bucket. Thrifty dig for the treasure hunter on a budget. Thrifty dig for the treasure hunter on a budget. Excuse me.
Yeah, boy?
Grog, please. Shaken, not stirred.
Maybe you'd like a Shirley Temple instead.
I'm old enough. Look at my beard.
Ha! That's the oldest trick in the book. Tell you what, I'll let you have some near grog. Doesn't have any alcohol in it, but it's just as nasty smelling and foul tasting as that stuff grown-ups drink.
Right on.
Oh, wait, what am I saying? I just sold the last of it to Kate. Sorry.
Rats.
Of course, if you have some ID.
I must have left my ID in my other pants.
You'll have to do better than that. No ID, no service. It's the law. And let's just say I want to keep on the good side of it.
Why?
Because the law around here isn't the law at all. It's Largo. You know, I can mix any drink there is, make anything you could name, but I can't make the one thing that could really do this island some good.
What's that?
A voodoo doll of Largo LeGrand.
You there!
Uh-oh.
Give me my usual and put it in a real glass. Fork over the dough or you'll be serving Bloody Marys for a week. From your nose.
That's all I have.
Well, you better have more tomorrow, or we might have to move this stump to a new location. Like, say, the bottom of the ocean.
Boy, you just gave him all your money?
I don't want to talk about it.
Yuck. Excuse me,
Yeah, boy?
who is this Kate person?
Ah, the courageous Captain Kate Capsize. Tough as steel, sharp as nails. She rents her ship out, does some freelance pirating. Her only loyalty is to the highest bidder. Don't get on her bad side.
Want to see my scar?
Depends. Is there a good story behind it?
As a matter of fact, there is. It's a story of the ghost pirate LeChuck and his gruesome demise.
Heard it. This is the one where he drinks too much root beer and burps so hard he explodes, right?
Not exactly.
Frankly, I don't care much for stories that promote moderation in drinking. I do have a business to run, you know.
Nice place you have here. Well, see ya. I'll just take a little.
Guybrush Threepwood, it's been a long time since you last came to see me.
Do I know you from somewhere?
Ah, we often forget those who help us most.
We do?
It was I who told you how to do away with LeChuck. I told you where to find the voodoo antiroot and how to turn it into the powerful ghost-dissolving potion you needed.
Oh, yeah, now I remember. I'd like to have my fortune read.
I see a hard road for you, Guybrush. Things didn't get easy for you when you defeated LeChuck, did they? People only wanted more. You had to keep proving yourself over and over. The pressure kept mounting until you lost it all. Your fame, your fortune, the one you love.
Okay, that's enough. How's business?
Very good. Many hexes this week. Saved many people from the evil eye. Made many pieces of 8. Although Largo took most of them.
Tell me about this Largo guy.
He's a weak little man who bullies this whole island around. Most people are afraid of him because he was once LeChuck's right-hand man.
Yeah, but LeChuck's history. I got rid of him myself.
True evil can never be destroyed completely. You will see.
Why don't you just put a curse on Largo?
I've tried. My most powerful magic lies in voodoo dolls. But to make an effective doll, I need some items from Largo's person, and no one's brave enough to go get them for me.
What kind of ingredients do you need for the doll?
Are you willing to help me make one?
Maybe?
To make it work, you need to bring me some personal artifacts of the victim. One from each of the 4 basic voodoo groups. Something of the thread, something of the head, something of the body, and something of the dead.
Hey, That almost rhymes.
For the thread, I need a piece of Lago's clothing, and a lock of hair will do for the head. Bring me a sample of fluid from his body, and from his dead relatives, you must acquire some remnant of a corpse. Here, take the shopping list.
Thanks.
Do you have any of those ingredients with you?
I have some of his spit.
Excellent. You may keep the paper. Have you brought me any other ingredients?
I'll bring you more later.
Good. Now go.
Excuse me.
Don't bug me. I'm cooking.
Excuse me.
I'm trying to work.
Oh, isn't that cute? Oh, isn't that cute? I could lose a finger doing that. I could lose a finger doing that. Excuse me, I'd like a room, please.
Sorry, we only have one and it's full.
Excuse me, I'd like a room, please.
Sorry, we only have one and it's full. Hold it right there. That's a private room. No going up there. Hold it right there. I told you no going up there. Hey, how'd old Pegbiter get loose? I'd better go catch him before he catches somebody else.
Wow, a whole bucket of mud. And it's mine. Oh all mine. It's a bucket full of mud. It's a bucket full of mud. It doesn't seem to stay closed. I think I hear Largo coming.
Hey, what the hell? What's going on? Whoever did this is gonna pay. I can't get this thing off my head. When I get this thing off my head, somebody's gonna be real sorry.
Maybe I shouldn't have done that. He looked pretty steamed.
You're making me mad, Marty.
That's my name, don't wear it out.
Look, I want it free and I want it tonight.
Party tonight? Sure, I'll come.
I'm talking about getting my laundry.
Don't worry about me. I've been dry for 3 years.
I said I need it back tonight.
What? Yeah, we'll stay out all night.
This is useless. You tell them I'll be back to pick it up. Or else. Who let you into my room?
I thought it was my room?
Well, it ain't. So get the f out of here.
I'll see what we have ready for Mr. Legrand. I know it's here somewhere. I saw it a while ago. Now, where was it? Ah, here it comes.
Nice April fresh scent. Nice April fresh scent. There's strange little white bugs all over it. There's strange little white bugs all over it. Sharp. Sharp. The Ricketts, no trespassing. The Ricketts, no trespassing. Here lies Hank Plank. Does anybody recognize that name? He didn't have any money on him when he died, and somebody's got to pay for the funeral. Stan. Here lies Nibbles the dog. He was a bad dog. We're glad he's dead. Here lies Hank Plank. Does anybody recognize that name? He didn't have any money on him when he died, and somebody's got to pay for the funeral. Stan. Here lies Nibbles the dog. He was a bad dog. We're glad he's dead. Stan's casual crosses, for graves that don't need to dress up. Stan's cozy crypts, a place to spend eternity, not a fortune. Stan's cozy crypts, a place to spend eternity, not a fortune. The Quagmires, no trespassing. The Quagmires, no trespassing. Warning! Quarantine tomb. Inhabitants died of green tongue fever. Warning! Quarantine tomb. Inhabitants died of green tongue fever. Here lie the Gordo brothers, too big for any ship. Let's hope the earth can hold them. Here lie the Gordo brothers, too big for any ship. Let's hope the earth can hold them. The grave of the unknown pirate. The grave of the unknown pirate. The grave of the unknown cabin boy. The grave of the unknown cabin boy. The grave of the unknown drunk guy we found face down in his own vomit on the beach. The grave of the unknown drunk guy we found face down in his own vomit on the beach. These spots reserved for our privileged future customers. These spots reserved for our privileged future customers. Here lies Daredevil Jim McDowell. Hand of steel, leg of wood. Jim took every risk he could. A life of action, that was Jim's. Too bad he ran out of limbs. Here lies Daredevil Jim McDowell. Hand of steel, leg of wood. Jim took every risk he could. A life of action, that was Jim's. Too bad he ran out of limbs. No man commanded Jean-Louise, not on land and not on water. John did whatever he did please, until he kissed the gunner's daughter. No man commanded Jean-Louise, not on land and not on water. John did whatever he did please, until he kissed the gunner's daughter. Marco Largo Legrand, hell on sea or sand. The good news is, he's dead. The bad news is, he bred. Marco Largo Legrand, hell on sea or sand. The good news is, he's dead. The bad news is, he bred. There once was a girl named Carrie who thought that she soon should marry. She went into town and flirted around. She didn't get wed, she got buried. There once was a girl named Carrie who thought that she soon should marry. She went into town and flirted around. She didn't get wed, she got buried. This is creepy feeling.
I'd swear on my grandfather's grave, something weird is going on.
The grouts. No trespassing. The grouts. No trespassing.
Have you brought me any more ingredients?
I have his toupee.
Not quite a part of his head, but maybe I can get some scalp fragments from it. Have you brought me any other ingredients?
I have the bone of his grandfather.
Perfect. Do you have the final ingredient?
I have this pearly white bra.
Yes, that will work. At last! Now I can make a voodoo doll to be reckoned with. Let me get my juju bag. And now for the ingredients. A dandruff flake from Largo's head. A single piece of Largo's thread. A drop of fluid from his body. A single chip off the bone of the dead. And finally, some miscellaneous voodoo herbs and seasonings, including monosodium glutamate. This ought to be good. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we assassinate? Largo, yeah.
Hey, that looks just like him. Thanks, Voodoo Lady.
One more thing. Some of the ingredients were not the optimum specimens. It should still work, but it will have a limited range. You will have to get close to Largo. Very close.
Hey, what are you doing in here? Get out of my room and stay out.
I don't want to be that close to him.
Didn't I kick you out of here before? It's people like you who make people like me who we are.
Take that, you stumpy little dim-witted toad.
What? Who do you think you are?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. People don't always recognize me. That's why I carry this.
I'm gonna tear you limb from limb. How are you doing that?
Largo the Grand, you are a no-good, vicious two-bit thug. I command you to give me back my money and leave this island.
Ha! I already spent all your money.
Oh, well, I command you to leave this island.
Just you try and make...
That'll teach you to mess with the slayer of the ghost pirate LeChuck.
What's that? You killed LeChuck?
As a matter of fact, I did. Quite an interesting story, actually.
The fortune teller said she did it, LeChuck.
She did she? Does she have one of these?
Is that...
Yes, LeChuck's beard. Still alive and wriggling.
Let me see that. Boy, it is alive. We've been looking for a living piece of LeChuck for years. Now we can bring it back to life. Look out, world! The most fearsome pirate of all time will soon sail the seas again.
Whoops.
I'm afraid it's true, Guybrush. If they have any animated tissue, they can reanimate his whole body.
But I blew his body into a zillion gooey pieces.
Not his body, Guybrush. You destroyed his spirit form. His body was safely buried far away.
But by now it must be...
Rotten? Partially decomposed? Yes. And I don't think that's going to make him any more pleasant to deal with.
He's gonna be looking for me.
Yes.
He's gonna try to kill me.
Undoubtedly.
Can you give me something to protect me?
He has magic just as strong as mine. Nothing I could give you would protect you. But there is a way out.
What is it?
You're doing it right now.
Fiddling with the change in my pocket?
Hunting for Big Whoop.
Oh yeah, I was doing that, wasn't I?
Big Whoop isn't just a treasure. It contains the secret to another world. Find that world, and you'll be able to escape LeChuck forever.
But I know so little about Big Whoop.
Take this book.
Big Whoop, Unclaimed Bonanza or Myth. And where'd you get this?
I checked it out at the Fat City Library. I foresaw your need.
Gee, thanks.
I used your name when I checked it out, so be sure and return it when you're through reading. The overdue fines in Fat City are pretty steep.
Gee, thanks. Big Whoop, Unclaimed Bonanza or Myth. This is fascinating. It says here there were 4 pirates. Rapscallion, the cook, young Lindy, the cabin boy, Mr. Rogers, the first mate, and Captain... Good heavens! Captain Marley! Wonder if there's any relation. They buried their treasure along with plenty of... booby traps on a place believed to be called Inky Island. They made a map which they divided into 4 pieces, each man taking one. Rapscallion later opened the Steam and Weenie Hut on Scab Island. It was a huge success, but fell into disrepair after Rap was killed in a flash fire. Young Lindy drifted aimlessly, down on his luck until he mysteriously came into money while panhandling on Booty Island. He used the cash to bankroll an advertising firm which failed after its gross mishandling of the Gangrene and Honey account. Mr. Rogers retired off the coast of Fat Island. He marketed homemade contest grog brewed in a bathtub until his recent disappearance. Captain Marley vanished while sailing in the America's Cup race. His boat was leading at the time.
He's back.
Well, you guys can stop worrying about Largo. He's history.
Oh, really? He must have finally got that nasty letter I wrote.
You sure can write a mean letter, Fink.
Any idea where I could hire a ship?
You'll need to go to the far side of the island, and there you'll meet a man named Captain Dread.
Yikes. Sounds intimidating.
Not really, once you get to know him.
Do you guys know any piratey songs?
Sure, Fink here knows a million. Go ahead, Fink. Sing that one about Scab Island.
Oh, all right. Well, I'd rather be a pirate on Scab than a scab on a pirate. And if you'll listen to me gab, I'll tell you why I admire it. Oh, the people aren't too friendly, the weather's not the best. The lodging's too expensive, and Largo's quite a pest. But the thing I like about Scab is what it hasn't got. No mayor or police force, and no jail in which to ride.
That was beautiful.
Do you guys know any more piratey songs?
Okay, here's one about a pirate, his parrot, and a tragic day at sea.
You're not gonna sing Polly the Squawker lives in Davy Jones' locker, are you? You know that one always makes me cry.
Sorry, Bart.
Any marshmallows left?
Marshmallows? We don't have any marshmallows.
What's that white puffy thing on the end of your stick?
It's the stuffing for under my eye patch.
We're just sterilizing it.
We're pirates, Guybrush, not Girl Scouts.
Well, I'll see you salty dogs later.
That reminds me, do we have any weenies left?
Steamin' Weenies, 20 feet. This door appears to be locked.